And a special thank to Emirates Detainees Advocacy Center and our colleague Hamid Al-Shamsi for his efforts. They are always in the front line, supporting our work and supporting the work of others. That is the human rights spirit. We have to work together. We have to support each other. When we talk about UAE, we have to know that the last vendor was our colleague, my colleague, Ahmed Mansour, who used to provide the international community with the latest and accurate account of all violations committed by authorities in this country. He was, as you know, arrested, detained on the 20th of March 2017. He's still in solitary confinement, facing a lot of ill treatment. And many reports talked about what he faced, torture and a trial that lacked the minimum standards of a fair trial and due process. In actual fact, that is what happened to all members of UAE 94. Many reports focus on torture and ill treatment and secret detention centers that are run by the state security apparatus. We released a report about torture in 2015. In 2021, we released another report about torture. And our human rights partners, they did the same. So this is not something that is happening remotely. It is a systematic behavior by authorities, and always we have some reports coming to us, even now, from some migrant workers who suddenly their family reported their disappearances. They are taking them to secret detention centers, torturing them. They don't know why they are in prison. They don't know for how long they will stay behind bars. The other issue, and that is very important for us to know, that in recent years, UAE has a policy to try to get some international positions within some institutions in order to show that they are really capable of playing a role in the international scene. And unfortunately, a country that is abusing human rights on a daily basis managed to get the presidency of the Interpol, the law enforcement agency of the world. Maybe that is a success for the authorities, but on the other hand, due to the work of civil society organizations, Lyon, the city of Lyon, the mayor of Lyon, they celebrated the work of Ahmed Mansour, despite the fact that the headquarters of Interpol is in Lyon and the Major General Ahmed Nasser al-Risi is there. They decided to give the citizenship of this beautiful city to Ahmed Mansour. And that is a recognition to his work as a courageous human rights defender. And also it is really a reward for our collective work. It is not just this. The other story is about the fact that we don't have a local remedy in United Arab Emirates. Where we go to address all these massive violations that happen on daily basis. There's no any local remedy, but then we have to think about the use of the concept of international jurisdiction. And that is what we did in cooperation with the human rights lawyer, William Borden in Paris. And I can tell you that hopefully the criminal proceedings against Major General Ahmed Nasser al-Risi will be started soon. We have given testimonies to prove that he is part of the team that tortured our colleague Ahmed Mansour. You know, he joined the police force in 1980. He became the general inspector and still of the Minister of Interior. So there is no doubt about his involvement. The other issue that I want to highlight here is the fact that as we speak now, there are 56 prisoners of conscience, including 2 women. They are still in prison despite the fact that they served their full sentence. Now, in UAE, usually, even if you are a criminal, you will get an amnesty after serving 2/3 of your sentence. The amnesty is given by the head of the state. And we know for sure that in all these amnesties, even not a single prisoner of conscience was released. All of them, after serving their full sentence, kept in al-munasahah centers or the counseling centers. And what are these centers? They are just a wing in the same prison. No advice, no any support. They moved just the prisoner of conscience from a wing in, for example, in a Razin prison to another wing using the terrorism law and the national counseling centers law in order to keep them in a prison. And they are even ready to create some fabricated charges against some of them in order to keep them in prison. I am very sad about all that. It is not, they are not numbers. They are humans. They have families. They have friends. And for me, it is very hard to talk about them because I met and I worked with some of them. I just have to mention Dr. Mohammed al-Rukun, such a personality. He is a respected academic who has contributed a lot to the field of constitutional institution and constitutional law, an international lawyer. We have to celebrate the life of Mohammed Rukun and all his colleagues. Dr. Mohammed Rukun shouldn't be in prison. And the same will be said about Dr. Nasser bin Ghayth and Dr. Mohammed Mansouri and Abdessalam Mohammed Darwish and Ahmed Mansour and all of them. I have to mention Al-Sheikh Mohammed Abdelrazak Al-Sadiq, all the names. There is no time to mention all the names, all of them. They are law-abiding citizens. They shouldn't be in prison. We have to celebrate their achievements and their contribution to the progress of the Emiratis society in all their rich work. Now, what is the solution? Is there a way that we could address all that? We, civil society organizations, we have to find new avenues. We have to work together very honestly. We have to work together. There are a lot of ways in which we could end this unconditional support given to UAE and other oppressive governments in our region by US and UK. We have to talk to the Western governments. We have always to find a way to highlight all these violations. I think with our collective work, with our various actions, including this really very, very powerful campaign that initiated by our colleague in the Emiratis detainees advocacy center, the SANID, or support prisoners of conscience in the UAE. I think this is a step forward, and there are other actions that could be taken in order to ensure the release of all our colleagues in UAE and to ensure that the government of UAE will respect the civil and human rights of its citizens. Thank you so much.